I was shocked when I learned this about meshes in Grasshopper or meshes in general. And in this video, I'll be talking about what is a mesh and how you can work with them. So to start with, I'll grab a surface component, get the surface in, and select the surface while my Rhino is auto-saving. And then I'll be surface mesh by using surface mesh component or mesh surface component. I'll divide this into 100 pieces on U direction and 100 pieces on V direction. This is important because, oh, by the way, you may not see any difference because if you go to display, you see that I don't have mesh preview mesh edges off. You can turn that on and off by pressing Control and M at the same time. So this is my mesh. And if I go to the mesh tab and deconstruct this mesh, get the vertices and move these vertices with the distance of my attractors that I defined here. I have some somewhere here as well. So put this guy in, set multiple points, grab closest point component just to make sure that I'm getting component distances. I have my distances. And I'll be remapping these. You probably remember this. Remap these based on the bounds, meaning start and the end point of it. If I get, let's say, something in between 3000 and 0, which will take our points and move them upwards. And if I get a unit set component, connect this to here, get this guy here, started to see these points, but these are the vertices of my mesh. And at the same time, I can group these guys, and I can group these guys, and I can group these guys too. So if I go to the mesh tab again and grab a primitive construct mesh, so what I can do, I can connect these faces directly to the faces. And when I connect my vertices here, I started to see that I started to get a mesh here. So you don't see them now, but now we started to see. If I press Control M, I get my mesh. I can move this point up, move this point up, and maybe move this a little down so that we can find different forms. But at the same time, we can change and control the mesh colors. So the colors that we can control here is being fed by this guy, or you can define new colors. To do so, I'll grab a gradient, right click, change the color. Let's do this. And I'll get my distances as my color parameters. And I'll get deconstruct domain so that I know my start and end point. And when I connect this guy in, I started to get this colorful image. So the meshes are basically working in a network. So either if you change the vertices, faces, manipulate them, when you put them together in a construct mesh component again, you'll see that mesh geometry is working entirely the same. So either it's flat or wobbly like this, it doesn't matter. You create a network between vertices, faces, colors, and so on and so forth, and that network is being kept even if you change some inputs related to those. And if you want to get a free access to this Grasshopper file, follow the link in the description and join my community for free. And obviously, when you change these points, move them up or down, you started to get different kind of forms. Obviously, you can play around with this guy, you can play around with that one, you can play around with that one, move it down, up. It's completely up to you. And if you're serious about learning Grasshopper, call with me with the link in the description so that we can sit down and chat on how I can help you to elevate your career by learning computational design tools. Thanks for watching this, and I'll see you in the next one.